Okay, the role Robert De Niro plays, not even made for him. But he does it so well anyway.
That's our founder and CEO, Jules Austin.
Any tips before I go in?
Blink.
Blink.
She hates when people don't blink, it weirds her out.
Hi, Jules. I'm Ben, your new intern.
I'm glad you also see the humor in this.
Be hard not to.
I will email you when I have something for you to do.
I'll wait to hear from you, sir. I'm terribly sorry. Excuse me.
The Intern. So The Intern is directed by Nancy Meyers and it stars Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro. And it's the story of Robert De Niro. He's this widower who is this 70-year-old guy who's lost his wife and he's bored with retirement. So he's tried all these different things. He's trying like yoga. He tried to learn Mandarin. He learned Mandarin, but he just found it boring. So he's doing all these different hobbies that he's finding boring. He doesn't have that good way to fill his time. So he sees this ad for an elderly intern thing at a internet company. So he decides to go apply for that and he gets the role and he becomes assistant to Anne Hathaway, who's the CEO of the company. It's just really their friendship becoming a close friendship throughout the whole movie. I'm glad that there's no romantic part of this movie between Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro, because there's a moment you're like, oh, please don't do that. Please, oh, thank goodness they didn't do that. That would have been terrible. Okay, so Robert De Niro, he is great. Usually he's intimidating and stuff, he's big and he's cold, and there's no real way to connect with Robert De Niro, but in this movie he's just kind of they've just kind of done an inside out on Robert De Niro where he's warm and he's approachable and you just kind of want to wrap a blanket around him and all that stuff and you want to be friends with him and you're like, ah, oh, thanks Robert. Anne Hathaway's good. She plays, busy person. Just a busy person. Busy family woman, doesn't spend that much time with her family. She's really just a cardboard cutout of what the generic, suit businessman, male character is. Flip it around for, a woman. Except she actually has a heart and she wants to be with her family, but she just can't because her job physically, limits her with time. The rest of the ensemble is good. The cast is... I really like this cast. The ensemble's really good and the chemistry between them really good. The back and forth between Robert De Niro and his male co-workers, that's really good. Back and him just going around giving life advice to people, they're really good. Those moments are really good. You really feel like some sort of bond's building between Robert De Niro and all these other people. A few flaws of the movie though. It's advertised you hear this oh, Intern, what's that? It's a comedy. Yeah, okay. It's not funny. Are there moments where it's actually legitimately funny? Yes. But are there moments where they try and be funny and you can't really tell if they're being funny or not and it's more just life drama moments? Yeah, it's mostly that. There are too many subplots. There are just too many. There's all these different subplots going with Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro and just throughout the ensemble cast. There's two more of those and there's too many of them. So you just kind of they're picking and choosing. So one subplot will go for 5 minutes. One subplot will probably get 3 minutes of actual time in the movie, but it might be covered over 20 minutes. And all these various section things. Well, right, so we'll introduce subplot here. We'll finish it up here. So then it's just kind of disjointed and stuff. Disjointed. Whilst you still have plotline A, and that's really just Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway. But then you have all these mini subplots about people's personalities, people's relationships with other people, but the relationships that you don't really care about and they're not really built on, so they just seem like a waste of time in the movie. And because of this, there's just so many throwaway characters. It's an ensemble, but you can easily get rid of at least 5 or 6 characters. And some subplots, they're not even relevant. There's this one scene where they go overseas, but you're you didn't have to go overseas in the first place. So there's just moments like that. Anyway, The Intern is a heartwarming drama. It does have a few messy plot moments. But Robert De Niro is great, Anne Hathaway is good. I really enjoyed the ensemble, and I will give The Intern a 7 out of 10. Have you seen The Intern? Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to become one of the Platypus. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.